And we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are going iRacing for the DLBTV Racing League, live from Dover. We got a good field here tonight. A lot of talent has arrived. It's going to be interesting to see who can bring home the win. Also, YouTube, it's good to be back. I know I've been gone for a hot minute. I'm going to bring in my fellow Drive Smart co-host, Robert Hill. How you feeling, Robert?
What's going on, man? Excited to be here. Always fun being part of anything with you, especially here on iRacing. Obviously, we had the Drive Smart to Daytona series, now the Pit Crew podcast every Thursday night on the Drive Smart Warranty YouTube channel. So glad to be along on this project with you as well. Miles the Monster right there. He's ready to chew up and spit out some cars here tonight at Dover.
I was at Dover a few weeks ago. Clayton, thank you so much for another gifted sub. He just
Let's go
to Jack Mace. That is 462 gifted subs on the channel. Thank you so much, Clayton. Good. And Jack, we'll get you racing here tonight. You're also locked into the playoffs, Jack. We'll take a look at that momentarily, but I'm going to give you the special role that's going to get you racing. You're going to have to hurry because we're about to hit up qualifying here. But you should be ready and locked in to the show here tonight. This league is open for Patreon members and Twitch subscribers. So it's good to see all you guys tuned in. Good to see you guys back on YouTube as well. I love seeing that audience back active. We're going to take a look at that. Oh, yeah, the audience for YouTube definitely doing good. Definitely doing good. But over on Twitch is where it's at right now. Over on Twitch, that's where the party's at right now. But it's going to be a blast here tonight. We got the hype train close, so I do appreciate you guys for that. But we are 1 minute away from qualifying. Like I said, I was at Dover a few weeks ago. Honestly, out of all the tracks I've been to this year, that one has been the most impressive. I had so much fun at Dover. One of my funnest ones shooting. I enjoyed it, man. Dover was a blast, But I do appreciate you, Clayton. As always, much appreciation. So, Robert, we're headed into qualifying. How you feeling, buddy?
Yeah, qualifying is going to be exciting here tonight. Looks like we're about 13 cars deep here so far. Obviously, that can still pick up as qualifying does go along, but looks like a couple drivers going to get set to hit the track here, put some times in. Why don't we take a look at the points heading into tonight here, Dustin, see where everyone stands in the rankings and see who needs a big points day here at Dover.
So top 16 lock into the playoffs. You see it right there, locked in right now. Christian Elliott with his Daytona 500 win. Mike 81, fourth in the standings. He's racing some dirt tonight in real life. Couldn't make the show. He is falling down to the fourth position, but he does have 2 wins. Jack Mace won at Talladega. He's looking for back-to-back wins here at Dover. So, Bailey Mills coming in. A points leader. It's going to be interesting. I don't know if he's going to be racing here tonight. If not, we could very well see Christian Elliott take over that points lead or potentially somebody else. It's a big opportunity night for a lot of these guys, so it's definitely going to be fun to see who can get the job done here from Dover. This is the Monster Mile, and it's almost showtime. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Here is the schedule on the screen now. Christian Elliott knocked out a win in the Daytona 500. Dover, Atlanta went to Mike 81. Texas went to Mike 81. Talladega went to Jack Mace, who had some teammate work with Rocky Boyd. Now we're on to Dover. Also, later this month on May 31st, we'll be hitting up the Coca-Cola 600, the longest race of the season before we get into a nice little stint here coming in June. This is the DLBTV Racing League, open to all Patreon members and Twitch subscribers and YouTube members. All you got to do, subscribe, jump into the Discord, and you're good to race. So, feeling great about this one, man. I'm feeling great right now. Rocky Boyd is top of the freaking charts. You see it there, Rocky Boyd on top. Jeremiah Taylor currently in the second position. Riley Tilton third. Clayton Good making his return to the DLBTV Racing League in the fourth position. Jack Mace, Talladega's winner, currently in position number 5. Jumps up a P1, goes Jack Mace on the pole. Jack Mace from the UK is on top of it.
Yeah, big jump there for Jack Mace, and It's 2 in the morning where Jack Mace is joining us from. So kudos to him for joining us this late in the night as we take a look at Andrew Lonis out there right now working his way around the circuit. Obviously, the American driver driving the number 27 machine tonight, the only car on the racetrack right now, DLB. So we'll see if he can work his way up to one of those spots at the top of the standings. Maybe join Jack Mace on the front row. Dylan Banks also coming out onto the racetrack right now, so we'll have a handful of cars working their way out here for qualifying, and just kind of taking a look, see what's going on out here. Let's check the track temperature, see what we're running at. 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So the track is hot, as you just saw right there with Andrew. The cars are going to get loose off these corners here tonight. It's going to be almost like driving on ice at certain portions of the evening. So we'll keep an eye on that as Dylan Banks puts in his qualifying attempt here, is currently starting his first timed lap.
So Andrew is a unique one. He was born in the UK, now he's living in the US. I call him the Union Jack. He always has the UK flag on the door of his car, and he's going to be piloting car number 27 here tonight. Clayton said not a good qualifying lap, as he is currently sitting in position number 5. Sam said he also messed up his lap. We got 1 minute remaining to see if Jack Mace can put it on the pole. Right now it's looking good, but we do know that Banks is quick here. Can he lay down a solid qualifying lap here as he's coming to get the checkered flag with 50 seconds remaining? At the line, Banks jumps up a P3. How about that? Big improvement, big jump. Andrew, is he going to be able to set that baby inside the top 5? Off turn number 4, he's going to be taking the checkered flag with 40 seconds remaining. Andrew jumps all the way up, or did he just take the green flag? Andrew's definitely trying to
just took the green.
Late here, so he's gonna be on the clock here. 30 seconds remaining. He's wrecking down the back straightaway. Into the wall goes the 27 car.
Well, and DLB, I do believe that will conclude qualifying. No other cars currently out there on the racetrack. Andrew going to try to regrid, but not enough time to go out there and put a lap in. So looks like Jack Mace going to be the pole sitter tonight alongside Rocky Boyd on row number 1. And that's going to be one heck of a front row here. Very, very fast drivers up there in Mace and Boyd, and a very hungry Miles the Monster as he makes his appearance at the right time here.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's race time, boys. How about this? Now, we do have a choose cone that we're going to be taking a look at. Anytime we're getting the wanna go, you can pick at the start finish line if you want to start top or bottom, and that is going to be something to pay attention to, so keep that in mind. And it's gonna be a heck of a show here tonight. It's gonna be a heck of a show as you take a look at the starting lineup. We got reports. B-Ball Love says hella loose off the corners, bro. And Sam also says it's loose off too. We have nearly 40 tuned in live as we are going to be taking the green flag here momentarily.
Yeah, taking a look at that starting grid here tonight, DLB. Jack Mace and Rocky Boyd going to make up row number 1. Dylan Banks and Jeremiah Taylor in row 2. Riley Tilton, Clayton Good are going to make up that third row with Sam Horst and Dalton Mobley in row 4. Andrew Lones and Bill McCoy going to make up row number 5 with Sam Caldwell rounding out the field here tonight. Actually, Hunter Berkmeyer going to be the last of those to start tonight's race. We're going to be 12 cars deep here this evening. It's going to be all about who can keep their car under them here tonight with those loose conditions off of the corners with the very, very high track temperatures currently sitting at 121 degrees Fahrenheit, ambient temperature of 72. So the sun absolutely beating down on the circuit here tonight, DLB.
Absolutely. Let's get after it. I mean, Dover is going to be a hot one. This is the concrete mile here. The monster mile is a violent one. Anytime you come here, we know we're tearing up equipment. There's no question about it. This is where you tear up equipment. But with Jack Mace on the pole, it's going to get fun, man. It's going to get fun. He's looking for back-to-back wins. The guy I'm pulling for tonight is Clayton Good. I want to see Clayton be able to get this thing done, man. I feel like he may be the guy to beat if he can potentially just put the whole run together. Now, we are going to be doing some stage racing here tonight. Stage number 1 will conclude at the end of lap number 50. Stage number 2 will conclude at the end of lap number 100. It's going to be a 200-lap event. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a bumpy one. But the cars are rolling from Dover.
Stage racing definitely going to be interesting here tonight, as these drivers are going to have to navigate basically multiple smaller races throughout the 200 lapper that they're facing here tonight. So going to be very interesting to see how the drivers approach this one.
Absolutely. So it's going to be fun here. See when Jack Mace will fire up as we're waiting for the pace car to take that deep dive going into the front straightaway. It's going to get fun, man. I'm a little bit nervous. We have never done a league race at Dover. Clayton Good starting in position number 6. Rocky Boyd in position number 2. Jeremiah Taylor in position number 4. The pace car has hit pit road. It is go time from Dover. Jack Mace has control of the race, and he's in the Geico restart zone. The green flag is officially waving. Are they going to make it? Here we go. Boogity, boogity. The green flag is out. Jack Mace is cruising right now. He has help from the 48 car behind him. The 48 of Banks is ready to make a move. Just waiting to make that pass. Ready to set it up here. If he can potentially get it done, it's going to be wild. It's going to be one bumpy day. They're side by side per second. Put Boyd up to position number 2.
Side by side for third down the front straightaway. Dylan Banks on the inside. Riley Tilton up top. He's trying to tilt it into his favor as he works that high lane. Going to get a great run here off of turn number 2. You see Banks falling back now into the clutches of Jeremiah Taylor. Unfortunately for Andrew Lones, he has worked his way back to the pit lane. So unfortunately, the issues he experienced in qualifying do appear to have continued here so far tonight. Slow down the pit lane for the number 27 car.
Andrew actually got wrecked on lap number 1. Turn 1, lap 1. If we can get a replay of that. He slapped the wall. It was a one-car incident, so no yellow flag for it as he held on to it. And we're going to see it right here. Andrew, as he's going to fire off right here. And, man, it seems like he tried to cut him 3 wide. Maybe a bit of lag right there. Checked up as he came up the racetrack. It was nothing but trouble for the 27 car.
I'm going to back that one up a little bit because the 6 car seems to have had a massive checkup just ahead of this. Watching Sam Horst, he gets sideways. So that 6 car goes for a bit of a slide. That leads to a blink from, well, it doesn't lead to the blink from the 27, but the 27 blinks a little bit, then comes back down the racetrack after contact with the 04 Caldwell. And that is going to bring the 27 of Andrew down to pit lane. But Jack Mace continuing to lead here already on lap number 5. It's Mace, Boyd, Tilton, Banks, and Taylor the top 5.
So we're seeing Tilton really starting to gain ground in that number 58 Ford. He is putting pressure onto Rocky Boyd, but Rocky is on a mission right now. It's going to be interesting to see how this thing is really going to shape out come the end. We have the 21 car slowing as well. He just came off pit road. Maybe he jumped in a little bit late, but the 21 is cruising off pit road currently, and he's ready to get this thing fired up as well. Down the back straightaway.
Oh, Boyd into the inside wall.
Look, Boyd just got turned.
Wow.
He hit the inside wall. That is nuts.
Let's take a quick look at that one. See what just happened to Rocky Boyd. You're going to see side-by-side action with Riley Tilton. Tilton in the 58 car goes to the inside of Boyd. Boyd comes down there to block the run by that 58. Sends the 16 of Boyd for a little bit of a slide down into the inside wall. He's able to continue on. No real damage there for Rocky Boyd, but he's back into the clutches of Dylan Banks and company, as that is a gaggle of cars right there. Banks, Taylor, Good, and Horst all together. That's 4th through 7th on the racetrack, all under a blanket.
So for all the Rocky Boyd fans out there. Whoa, here we go. Trouble down the back straightaway. Sam, and he's going to save it after slapping the outside wall.
Wow, what a save by Sam Horst.
So many guys are saving it. I mean, we've seen Rocky save it. Heck of a save for him. Now Sam in that number 6 score. Heck of a save by him. You're probably wondering why the yellow flag isn't dropping. These are one-car incidents, and they're saving it every single time.
That's exactly it. It's not enough to trigger a caution. If there were cars coming up behind and the car was at a 45-degree angle to the racing surface, that would most likely lead to the caution flag. But in this case, we will stay clean. We will stay green. A couple of great saves out of Sam Horst early on here today, but that is not going to help his tire situation as the night goes on. You can see he is just struggling with that Kohler Generators number 6 machine here today.
Got trouble with Clayton Good. Turn number 4, he's off pace.
Yeah, Clayton Good. Not so good.
Yeah, not so good for Clayton Good. Not the start he wanted.
Let's back this one up. We'll take a quick look at what happened to Clayton. Looks like he's going to come off of turn number 2. I think we're going to lose him briefly there. Yeah, makes contact with the outside wall. That pushes him up, slides down to the inside. He's going to work his way pit side and get that 0-3 machine fixed up. Comes to the attention of his pit crew, and doesn't look like they're in too much of a rush to get that car fixed up, but hopefully we can get the DLBTV machine back on the racetrack here shortly, as that is a little bit of lap traffic. That is Samuel Caldwell in the 0-4 that just got put a lap down there by Jack Mace. He's actually 4 laps down at this point. Did not make the call to start the race here tonight, so going to be starting a little bit further back than what he would have hoped for.
21 into the wall.
The 21 machine of Billy McCoy going to get into the outside wall. Let's take a quick gander at this one, DLB. See what happened to him.
There, man. That's what we're seeing. The track is loose. They're all losing it, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like, wow. That could have been really bad for the likes of Riley Tilton there, or Riley Tilton, sorry, and he was luckily able to get on by. Looks like a little bit of contact.
Rocky just retaliated on the 58 car. We just seen the bump and run happen.
The one thing that I'll give Rocky credit for there is he could have gone in and just full sent the rear end of the Tilton machine. Opted not to, just give him a little bump. Obviously, their contact earlier on wasn't anything really malicious, but still frustrating for Rocky Boyd. We'll see what Tilton does here. He's down on the inside, briefly side by side, now back to single file down the front straightaway. Already 16 laps into this one. Tilton looking to the high side of Rocky Boyd. Boyd continues to hold on to position number 2, and you might be wondering, why are we looking at second and third rather than looking at the lead? Well, your leader, Jack Mace, is 6 seconds up the field.
And Jack Mace has checked out. I'm more curious on the drama that's heating up between Rocky and Riley Tilton. I mean, we just seen Riley, get into the wall right there. It's heating up, man. It's heating up, and it's heating up big right now. I mean, this thing can really boil over, and we could have a new rival going on as we carry through the season, because this one could get pretty big. These guys are fast every single week. Rocky probably felt like he should have won Talladega. Got a little robbed on that one. Unfortunately, didn't get the result he wanted, but he's trying to continue and trying to seal the deal here today. I just don't know if he's going to be able to keep up with his teammate Jack Mace, who is in a completely different zone as he's looking for back-to-back wins. Now, Clayton Good says smack the wall coming off turn 2. Obviously, we've seen that earlier. And I don't know if Clayton's still moving. He is on pit road currently still. I don't know if that's going to be a day ender for him, but he definitely got some damage off that contact. And Samuel Caldwell, Twig, running in position number 8. A couple laps down right now, but he's still cruising, getting some experience. I know he's been off the sim for a little bit, so it's good to see him making his first start of the season for the DLBTV Racing League. And I think he'll get back up there before the end of it. We got 30 laps remaining in stage number 1.
Still a long way to go here for Caldwell, currently running in position number 8. He is 4 laps down at this point, but based off of the pace, he doesn't seem like he's too far out of it. He's been able to stay with Jack Mace here basically from the start of it. When Mace was able to catch up to the Caldwell machine, they haven't really ventured too far apart here so far. And I got to give a shout out to Caldwell as well, the 0-4. He's got Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar as the sponsor on that one. That is a delicious beverage. I am a frequent enjoyer of Zero Sugar Dr. Pepper.
He's a 2311 fan, and he's running the 2311 colors. I know he paints a lot of his own paint schemes. Not sure if he painted that one, but he's definitely definitely the guy a beat here. He normally pulls off a couple wins in the league every year. A lot of the times they come on the super speedways, so we'll just see what we have here tonight. But Jack Mace is taking on my skull right now. So we got some cars coming off pit road.
Issues with Horst again.
Now, Sam also ran into some trouble. A little bit loose in turn number 2, I believe, and slapped the wall. Just trying to stay out of the way. When these cars get wrecked, man, it's hard to keep them under control, but he's going to miss pit road and maybe slowing there coming off turn number 4 as he's just trying to keep it cruising right now. I mean, this is one of the tougher pit roads to make it onto, and you just seen it there with the number 6 car of Sam Horst.
Oh, he's lucky he missed the barrels.
The inside wall.
Wow.
Barely got it, man.
He is so lucky he missed those barrels. Oh, and he hits the wall. Oh, no.
He's trying to make it back to pit road. It is going from bad to worse for Sam Horst. Can he make it this time to pit road? He's cruising. Let's see if he can get her back down, man. See if he can get her back down. He's having his hands are full right now. Lead lap first coming behind him.
He made it.
He's gonna make pit road. He made it. He backed it down. Now we got some traffic going on up here. Man, this is getting about some lap traffic. We got Clayton Good 1 lap down. We got Coy 1 lap down. We got Tilton and Rocky, who has been making some contact early on, trying to race it out in second position. And don't count out Dylan Banks running 4th. His car is coming alive. Now, Banks is typically the tire savior of the league. This guy will come in late, he'll save his tires, and he'll be there at the end of the run. So I'm expecting him by the end of lap number 50, when we get that yellow flag for stage number 1, he's going to be there come the end of it.
You can just see the pace that Dylan Banks has. He's been able to save those tires a little bit here. Now coming to the second half of the opening stage, he's really coming alive, battling to the inside of Riley Tilton. Tilton up on the high side in that green 58 car. The Lowe's 48, actually the 58 on the inside. The 58 is Tilton up top. The 48 of Banks on the inside. The Ally 48 has done a nice job with those tires. We'll see what he can do. Maybe work his way up to second towards the end of the stage. Rocky Boyd was just able to clear a bit of a gaggle of cars there. That was Clayton Good, and I believe the other car involved in this particular pack was Billy McCoy. Yes, it is Billy McCoy in the Petty Blue STP colors with Lowe's mixed in and a bit of everything on that car.
Absolutely. I think we've seen Rocky scrape the wall a little bit right there. He's going to keep that baby moving forward. And he's going to continue very loose there by Clayton Good, who has brought it back out. It's good to see Clayton still fighting. He's currently on newer tires, so he's just blowing the doors off a lot of these guys after getting that damage repaired. But Clayton's pretty fast overall, where I think he's going to get called back up. I'm going to throw some waiver rounds when we get the first yellow flag, get a lot of these guys called back up. And, hey, even if you're a lap down, you may be still in it before the end of it, man, because we're going to get some waiver rounds here, and it's not over for anyone right now. But just the battles have been insane here today. I mean, I'm curious with Rocky Boyd, you know, with the contact that he's made earlier, if there's any hard feelings with that. I mean, there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on this racetrack.
That's exactly it. You're never really out of it until the very end of the race, or your engine expires. One of the two, whatever comes first. But somebody like Clayton Good, he's currently 11 laps down. This is a 200-lap race. We have a couple of purpose-built cautions built into this with the stages. We also have potential incidents that could happen there. Good actually slowing down the back straightaway. Looks like he had to gather that DLBTV 03 machine up, and he will continue on, but less than 20 to go here in the opening stage. You can see that 6 of Horst just absolutely struggling with that car right now. It has been a battle for him, but he's done a nice job of keeping it in one piece, and this is actually a battle for position here. Caldwell and Horst, a battle of the Sams in 7th and 8th on the racetrack. The 04 and the 6 car both duking it out for position number 7, and both of those drivers, of course, 4 laps down at this point.
Absolutely. I mean, you keep fighting, man. You keep fighting all the way to the end. And pay attention to the lap counter. We're coming to lap number 34 of 34 of 50 for stage number 1. So we're approaching 15 remaining for stage 1 here momentarily. So keep that in mind, because things are going to heat up, and these stage points are important, especially as they play out as the season continues and we approach the playoffs, and locking into the playoffs is a tough task of its own. So you just got to keep that in mind. I mean, Jack Mace locked in last week at Talladega. He's trying to gather it up, and he could be forming a championship run here. It's a 24-race season, but Jack Mace very well could be forming a championship run.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, still early on in the season, but every race matters when it comes to the points. You don't want to think in race 3, race 4 of the season that, oh, we're still early, finishing 7th doesn't really matter. Well, it does. And getting out here, putting all those laps in definitely helps you gain every possible point. And when it comes to those playoffs, DLB, it could be a difference of a point or two that is either keeping you in the playoffs or knocking you out.
Sure, it's definitely a quite the interesting format when you talk about playoff racing in general, because right now anyone can jump in, win a race, and they're in the playoffs. So we just got to keep that in mind. The racing's getting pretty wild up front as we got some cars going a lap down. Twig is going a lap down. Sam just smacked the wall down the front straightaway. And we got some cars slowing right now. Clayton Good as well, off-paced. And right now, I mean, they're trying to stay out of the way, but their hands are full in this one. I mean, this is such a hard track. This is one of the toughest tracks to learn iRacing and to get better at. I mean, I feel like this is one of very few tracks of iRacing that you got to put years of experience into to get really good here. This is one of few tracks I have never won at and still actively trying to win at. And it just never has happened. During my 7 years of sim racing, it hasn't happened yet. And that's because this track is tough. I've had some good runs, but it just has never happened for that very reason.
This is one of those tracks that I have not won at, nor will I ever win at. This is such a tough racetrack. I always blow tires here where, if we get those long runs and you're a driver that eats through the tires, your right front is going to be screaming by the end of this one. We have stages coming up at lap number 50, so we're coming to about 11 to go here in stage number 1. So for some of these guys, it's probably a bit of a blessing in disguise knowing that you're almost at the point where the stage is over and you can just cruise to pit road and get some tires, get some fuel, maybe have a sip of water and get going once again. But these guys are taking these laps off really quickly, which is nice to see. And just a quick note there, Rocky Boyd had a brief blink of his connection. That's not what you want to see out of the driver running in position number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. We all been there where you start blinking. You hate when it happens. Seems like he has gathered it back up since then. But you definitely don't want to lag out in the second position. I see it on iRacing all the time. Some guys will be leading and lag out. I've seen our defending champion, Mike 81. He was leading on the final lap of Daytona, I believe, and lagged out, had the race in the bag, and lagged out down the back straightaway, lost the race.
Oh,
very well
that's devastating. That is devastating. You work so hard all season long to put yourself in position, and then all of a sudden you end up losing connection there. This is Sam Horst. He has lost it. He has hit the barrels. Let's take a look and see what just happened to that 6 Kohler generators machine. Yeah, I think he's just going to end up right in those generators, or right in the barrels, not the generators. He's going to end up in the barrels and cause some pretty heavy damage. Oh, he was missing pit road entry. That's what it was. And he just tugged the wheel to the left. And unfortunately for him, left was pit barrels.
Exactly. And we got one fast repair. I think Sam may have went through his now. He's on pit road trying to get his damage repaired. I don't know if he's going to be able to get back out there. We got 6 laps remaining in stage number 1, and we're seeing it right now. Jack Mace is running away with it. I mean, Rocky is coming off 2, while Jack is going in a 3. He has a very demanding lead at the moment. He's up front. Is that a 6-second lead he has in the bag? I mean, he is gone with 5 laps remaining.
The gaps in this top 5 are absolutely incredible. You got 6 seconds, 6.5 actually between Mace and Boyd, another 2 seconds back to Banks, and then it's 4 seconds to Taylor, another half second back to Tilton, and it's pretty incredible how much these drivers have been able to stretch it out so far. 5 to go here in stage number 1 for Jack Mace. He might be looking forward to a little bit of a break here, but he might also be looking forward to getting back with the field and having a chance to battle it out a little bit.
Absolutely. I mean, anyone behind him, I think Rocky Boyd is the one that's looking forward to this yellow the most, because he knows this is a catch-up opportunity. You can get it together, catch everything back up, get back in contention, get in a position where you could potentially run down Jack Mace. I mean, right now, I think Jack Mace is the biggest threat for the championship if he can keep this season continued. I mean, he is looking strong. He came on late, but he's looking strong right now. So I think you just got to keep that in mind. 3 laps remaining in stage number 1. These stage points are so important. So you got to pay attention to them, man. I mean, Jack Mace won both stages last week and the race. Well, guess what? That rewarded him 7 playoff points. Now he's going to gain another one. He's looking at 6 playoff points already, 2 races into his season. So this is looking to be dominating passion for Jack Mace. He is getting it done. Scraped the wall a little bit there coming off turn number 4, but that's not affecting him. He's not laying down. This time by, we're going to be taking the white flag for stage number 1. Off turn number 2, Jack Mace is cruising right now. I believe he's going to easily get it done. Behind him, Rocky has it in the bag. Banks has the 3rd position in the bag. Not much action going on, but luckily that yellow flag is on the way. 1 lap to go in stage number 1. And we're going to drop that yellow flag here momentarily as Jack Mace is making it off turn number 2, down the back straightaway. And finally, stage 1 is going to be in the bag. On to stage number 2. The yellow flag is going to fly off turn number 4. Get the green and white checkered. Jack Mace wins stage number 1.
Stage number 1 to Jack Mace, Rocky Boyd 2nd, Dylan Banks in 3rd, Jeremiah Taylor and Riley Tilton get around at the top 5 of stage number 1. Andrew Lonas, Samuel Caldwell, Billy McCoy, Clayton Good, and Sam Horse round out the top 10. And one thing to point out here, Dustin, was Rocky Boyd was actually closing the gap by about 1/10.5 each and every lap leading up to the stage break there. So when they get regrouped, watch for the Rocky Boyd machine to really have something to say about that lead that Jack Mace does have here. But can it get really, really interesting here? We'll see how pit strategy pays off, see who comes down. I think everyone's going to come down, but who's going to win the race off of pit road? I think that is what's going to be key here today for setting yourself up for a great stage number 2.
Exactly. I mean, Rocky Boyd is the guy to beat most weeks. So keep that in mind, because there's a good chance he may be able to get up there and potentially go win today's race. Now, he is teammates with Jack Mace. So this is an opportunity for him to get up there and challenge his teammate. He feels like he got robbed last week at Talladega. Can he get some redemption and get it done now is the question.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who wins this race off of pit lane. Obviously, now the field working their way into their boxes. Great stop, or great entry to the boxes for Mace, Boyd, Banks, etc. Boyd was able to get that right side jacked up a little bit quicker, left side going up a touch quicker as well. We'll see if that's a benefit to him. He's going to be right there, and Rocky Boyd going to win the race off of pit road. A great pit stop by the 16.
Now things are getting interesting. How about it? How about it? How about it?
This is going to get interesting
Rocky,
here.
He's in contention now. He's in contention. You don't even got to worry about it. He's in contention now. We do have a choose cone here. When we get the one to go, you can pick the inside or outside wherever you want to start. But you got to make that decision before the start-finish line. Got some waiver rounds on the racetrack currently. So keep that in mind. A lot of guys trying to get caught up right now, trying to get their laps back. So as they are getting their waiver rounds, they're trying to blow through the field right now.
Well, DLB, while we do the waiver rounds, why don't we step away real quick and take a commercial break, and then when we come back, we'll do stage number 2.
Absolutely, let's get it.
Oh, this is gonna be painful for the pocket.
Kyle, we have DriveSmartWarranty.com. Help is one tap away.
It's like a pit crew.
Like a pit crew in your pocket.
DriveSmartWarranty.com pays your costly repairs directly to the shop or dealership of your choice nationwide. File a claim or use roadside assistance on the Go DriveSmart app. All plans come with complimentary maintenance and affordable payments.
Call this number now and mention Kyle Weatherman for my exclusive discount.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are back with the DLBTV Racing League, about to kick off stage number 2. If you're just tuning in, Jack Mace dominated stage number 1, but he lost the lead during pit cycles under the stage yellow, so put Rocky Boyd to the point. We have gotten the one to go, waiting to see when the pace car is going to duck off. It's going to be interesting here, man. I think Rocky Boyd, this is going to be a good run for him. Jeremiah Taylor's coming alive. Tilton is coming alive in that 58 car. We got some cars catching back up as well, so this thing's far from done. Waiting to see Rocky Boyd fire off. Pace car has hit pit road, and it is go time. Thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate you, buddy. Here we go. The green flag is waving. Rocky Boyd to the point. CHTV has subscribed with a tier 1 subscription for 24 months. He says, let's go. Thank you so much, Crystal. It is good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. Much appreciation. Much appreciation. Definitely missing you here tonight. The battle is on for the lead. Rocky Boyd leading Jack Mace on his rear bumper. Let's see what Jack Mace can do off turn number 4. He's closing that gap. He's closing the window. Can he get it done? It's getting wild, man. Every step of the way is getting entertaining.
Yeah, great race here so far, and I agree. Let's go. Rocky Boyd, Jack Mace. It's telling us, well, it's saying let's go again, so let's go.
Let's go! I love it. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys, as always, dropping all these follows. I appreciate you. Right now, surprise, surprise, Rocky Boyd's running away with this thing. He only wanted the track position, and now he's gone.
Yeah, Boyd was really quick before that stage break. Just didn't have the gap between himself and Jack Mace to be able to close it up. And just taking a look at the lap times, you look on lap 57, the gap was about half a second between Boyd and Mace. Now Mace going to close that gap a little bit here, about a 1/10.5 separating those two. As we're right on board here with Jack Mace, you can see the gap closing just a little bit between himself and Rocky Boyd, but Boyd really good in the second half of the lap, able to pull away just a little bit. Great battle here between Jeremiah Taylor and Riley Tilton. Tilton looking to the inside, move Riley Tilton up to the 3rd spot, and move the yellow flag to out on the racetrack, as it's going to be Sam Horst involved in this one. The Kohler Generators number 6 car. The luck has run out for that machine. Let's take a look here, DLB, and see what happened. And I think track temperature happened there for Sam Horst. Never mind. That's contact with Billy McCoy.
Oh, man. Could that have been retaliation? I mean, that's my question. Could there have been any reason for Billy to retaliate? Because that seemed
Well, that was a
semi-intentional. I mean, that seemed like Billy may have had it out for him.
Let's
I
back
don't know
this
if
up
there's anything
further.
that happened earlier.
I don't know that there was anything that happened, but I want to ride on board here with Billy McCoy. I don't think brakes were. I don't think brakes were even in the same zip code at that point in time for Billy McCoy. Unfortunately, there for Sam Horst, that's going to be end of the night for the 6 car.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be done for him. So it's definitely looking a little bumpy for a few of these guys. But yeah, that definitely ended his night. I don't think there was any contact early on. But hey, it could have stemmed from something weeks ago. And maybe that's just what it is. But that definitely
Racers,
looks like
don't
retaliation. I think we're gonna have to probably review that one at post-race and see what we got here. But that definitely looks like that could have been more than intentional.
Yeah, it just kind of had that weird vibe to it where I don't think there was anything that caused it, as the field deciding to become one with the pace car. You see Rocky Boy Jack Mace there bump drafting a little bit. Boyd was trying to bump draft with Fred, the pace car driver. Now a little bit, that got close there with Billy McCoy and Rocky Boyd. Actually, that was Jack Mace as the wave rounds come on by. There's Clayton Good as well. Good gonna do a good job up there in that 03, getting some laps back. Gonna be 4 laps down at this point in time. So you're never out of it. Never out of it.
So we got reports from Sam Horst. Billy McCoy dumped me. Didn't lift at all.
I agree.
Remember that.
I agree with that. I think that's exactly what happened.
On the racetrack. We have beef on the racetrack.
Wait, what was that you just said?
We have beef on the racetrack.
We got beef.
We got beef on this racetrack.
Absolutely smelling of beef up in here. Sam Horst and Billy McCoy coming together.
Yeah, we got a lot of beef here. I mean, we got Sam Horst, we got Billy McCoy. Earlier with Rocky when he got in a Tilton. We got a lot going on right now. We just have a lot going on in today's event. So right now, top 2 are teammates. They typically race pretty clean. Last week, they about killed each other for the win. They pretty much did kill each other for the win. Can that happen again?
Yes.
It very well can. So Billy, we got reports from Billy McCoy. Was not intentional. Didn't expect him to slow up that much. Are we buying it? I think I trust Billy McCoy.
We'll go with whatever the drivers are telling us. So, well, I guess we heard from both sides. Maybe it was half intentional.
I think we're going to agree to disagree. We got a fight in the Twitch comment. Sam Horst has responded, Billy, you didn't lift.
Oh, man. Where's the referee? Get the referee. Get the whistle.
Quick, we got a fight.
Where's Shane at?
Shane, we need the bouncer. Break him up, Shane. Break him up.
Oh, man. Choose cone.
Billy responds, maybe if you weren't a liability on the racetrack. Oh boy, it's getting rough now. Sam responds,
man.
How?
That's my nickname. He can't have my nickname as liability on the racetrack.
Now, Sam has responded, next time left or else.
Ooh.
Oh, it's getting bad. We got smoke in the comments. We got smoke in the Twitch comments right now.
And speaking of next time,
YouTube, come break this up. We got the schedule. They're going to race it out at Charlotte on May 31st. It's going to be a fight to the death at Charlotte between Sam and Billy McCoy.
Yeah, that 600 at the end of the Coca-Cola 600 is the amount of incident points that the two are going to collect together as they retaliate after tonight's festivities. Pace cars off, DLB. Let's go racing once again.
Racing, Sam. His final message was, I'm mad, bro. Here we go. Rocky Boyd restarting on the outside. He elected the outside, and he's going to make it work on the outside. Clearing teammate Jack Mace going into turn number 1 and 2. We got 45 laps remaining in stage number 1. Who's going to get it done here is now the question. I mean, we got down the back straightaway. He's looking single file. Jeremiah Taylor, he won last weekend last year at Indianapolis. He's looking for his second career win in the DLBTV recently. Can he get it done here tonight? He's running fourth.
So I just noticed one thing. The 6 car has rejoined the field. That is Sam Horst. That car, I believe, is still a little bit broken.
I just put in the chat, I'm parking in the grass waiting. I don't know what we're seeing here, but this can get ugly.
Where's Billy at? Billy McCoy.
Oh, boy.
Get your bodyguard ready.
Oh, boy. Get your popcorn. This may get bad.
Oh, no. He's setting up.
Knows the penalty.
He's stuck.
He knows the penalty.
He's stuck.
This was waiting out the Twitch chat saying, don't do it, Sam. Don't do it.
He is stuck.
Race control is getting on him right now. They know this is going to get ugly.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is not going to be too good. Oh, he's moving. He got the car moving. Here comes Billy. There's Sam.
Saying, don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't think
boy.
his car's good enough. I don't think he can rotate it to get up there.
Maybe he's gonna bring it to the pits. He's bringing it to the pits. He's calling it quits. He thought better of it. He thought better of it.
Good
He's bringing
move,
her to the
Sam.
pit.
Good move. Good move. It's not worth it. Oh, man.
That mount got a little bumpy. Jeez. All right, back up front. Oh man.
Man,
what is
what?
going on here? Jeez. We got all types of drama going on in this one. Well, Jack Mace is closing the window on the number 16 car of Rocky Boyd. He's running him down, and not only that, Tilton's also in range. He's getting stronger as we continue.
Yeah, this top 3 having themselves a pretty good battle here. Obviously, Tilton trailing just a little bit. Might have got a piece of the outside wall right there. He's trying to hold off Jeremiah Taylor as well. Taylor, one of those drivers that's had a quiet start to this race. Shout out to John Berger, new follower over there for you, DLB.
Let's get it. I appreciate you for the follow. Appreciate you for the follow. We over 900 followers. I think we're at 903 now.
Ooh.
We doing good. I appreciate you guys for dropping in over on the Twitch. So thank you so much for that follow. Sam has reported. Then I'll wreck him in the end of the race. This is bad.
Sam,
This
might
is
not
bad.
be a good idea to tell the admins what you're going to do.
Probably not the greatest idea, Sam. Sam's waiting on pit road. We'll see what we got here come the end. But Billy McCoy may have a target on his back right now. He may have a nice bullseye on his back. But
Sam,
we're
you
gonna
got
see
a
how this
while
thing
to the
plays
end,
out.
buddy.
It's getting nuts. It's getting nuts. I mean, I appreciate the follows. Raining in right now. McCoy just slapped the inside wall down the back straightaway. He seems to have it straight. But overall, man, it's getting to be bumpy. This is getting to be one bumpy show right now. If you haven't jumped into the Discord, how about you go ahead and do it? Go ahead and jump on into the Discord if you haven't already. You can find a link in the description over on YouTube or over on Twitch. We have over 460 members. And contact! Or slam, body slam from McCoy. McCoy's making enemies out there today as he's trying to get around the Union Jack. That's the battle for the 5th position, and he's going to get it done.
Yeah, great move there. Well, aggressive move, I guess, between Billy McCoy and Andrew Lones for position number 5. Some door-to-door contact there moves McCoy up into that 5th spot. Rocky Boyd continues to lead, but here he is. Jack Mace has arrived on scene. That gap about 2.5 tenths between 1st and 2nd. 25 laps remaining here in stage number 2. These drivers know points are on the line, and you want to be the driver at that top of the charts when it comes down to the end of the stage. You see Tilton, you see Taylor trailing there. That's the green car and the white car. Green of Tilton, white of Taylor, trying to work their way up into those top spots as well. It's about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds back to those drivers, but the battle we're watching here is Boyd and Mace for the top spot on the racetrack. Rocky Boyd was quick at the end of stage number 1, came alive here in those closing laps, and now since the drop of the green flag in stage number 2. It's been all about Boyd. It's been the Boyd show here tonight as he leads ahead of Jack Mace.
We got some storylines to follow. Sam said he has 5 minutes of damage left. McCoy's going to get his karma. So we're going to pay attention to that. We got a battle up front for the lead. Jack Mace is coming back alive. He's gaining more. Rocky Boyd is cruising right now. We got 4 sets of tires here tonight. So they're going to probably put on their second set here at the end of stage at number 2. Typically, Mike 81 is the man to beat. He has the most wins in this division. He's a 2-time champion. He started dirt racing on Friday nights. Hasn't been able to make it the past 2 races. Now the field is looking at this as an upper hand to close that gap, to close that window, to get these points, to potentially beat him for the championship.
Yeah, shout out to Mike as well, and best of luck to him in his dirt racing season. Obviously, we're getting into the nitty-gritty, the thick of that, with all the racing kicking off in the real world on the short tracks and whatnot. And wow, we just saw a little bit of a kiss to the outside wall there by Rocky Boyd as he leads the way ahead of Jack Mace, coming to 20 to go here in stage number 2. Like you said, lots of storylines to follow here. And you mentioned 4 sets of tires. You're going to want to be careful in the closing stages of this one not to use up your tires too much, because you're going to go through 2 sets here in the first 2 stages. Then you only have 2 for the final 100 laps of the night, which we might see some cautions, might see some opportunities where guys want to come down and pit. So maybe we'll see some strategy coming into play as we get our way through the final stages of the night here. But 82 laps down already, here to go, just 119 to go at the Dover Motor Speedway. Rocky Boy, Jack Mace, Riley Tilton, the top 3.
Absolutely. I mean, we're just watching it right now. Everything's unfolding, and we just got so many storylines going on. So, I mean, we just got to keep up with all of it. Laps are winding down in stage at number 1, and I'm really just watching Jack Mace. He's running a very similar line to Rocky. Rocky may be hooking the bottom a little bit better in turn number 1 and 2, but overall, they're running almost identical lines. I think Mace may be washing up a little bit more in the center to the exit, but they're pretty solid. Lap times, they're very, 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 very similar. Rocky isn't checking out. He's not pulling away. He's pretty much just keeping it in range, and is curious to think he's giving it 100% right now. And as these laps are winding down at the end of stage number 2, I think we're going to see the pace pick up a little bit, and we're going to see who's going to have the car beat here on the long run. But talking about long runs, just because we got a 100-lap stage coming up, I don't mean because you can put 50 laps together, can you put together a 100-lap run? And if we get a couple yellows in there, that's obviously going to shake up absolutely everything.
No, you're definitely right about that. You get a caution or 2, and that absolutely changes the entire outlook of the race. And again, with only 4 sets of tires here tonight, you have to be able to do about 50 laps per set, and that is going to be tough. It's going to be really tough for some of these guys, because you look at it right now, they're absolutely pushing it to the limits every single 50-lap run that they've had so far, and they've done a good job. But when it comes to the end of it, when you're charging harder than you have from the drop of the flag, trying to gain every position possible, you're going to work your way through those tires a lot quicker than you might have here in stage 1 or stage 2. And when it gets down to the end of it, some of these guys are really going to be struggling, where others who have been able to save some tire are going to have a big advantage. And just speaking of advantage here, Rocky Boyd has now pulled a second of a lead over Jack Mace. So Mace falling back a little bit, a couple brushes with the wall for both of these leaders here. But just taking a look at the lap times over the last 5, and Boyd's been quicker each and every lap by about a tenth and a half is about the average of each of these lap differences between Boyd and Mace. So Mace gonna have to look for a little bit more here in the closing 12 laps of stage number 2 if he wants to get up there and contend for the stage victory. But I think as of right now, he's gonna have to settle into that second spot and maybe not push too hard so as to put himself in risk of hitting the wall or even falling back into the clutches of Riley Tilton and Jeremiah Taylor.
Absolutely, definitely getting wild. Now we are seeing Rocky begin to gallop Mace. I think he's really dropping the hammer right now. But Steel City Alexi put, hey, Dustin, how do I join the league and be able to run these races? Well, this league is open to all the Patreon members and supporters of the channel. A lot of them gifted subs over time, so keep that in mind. You may get gifted a Twitch subscription or something like that, but we'll definitely love it to have you. But it is for supporters of the channel, so either Patreon members or Twitch subscribers or YouTube members, as always. And then once you're one of them, you'll get a special role over on Discord that will give you the passwords to all of the events. So right now, as we're watching on, I mean, we're seeing things change up a little bit here. I mean, Rocky has dropped the absolute hammer. I don't know where that came from, but he obviously has a little bit more speed than what we thought.
Seeing quite a bit of speed out of Rocky Boyd here tonight. Does seem to be one of those quicker drivers, a driver that really had... Oh, somebody just wrecked up ahead of him. It's Sam Horst. Did Horst get out there and try to get Billy McCoy? Let's take a look here. Watching Sam Horst. That's the 6th car. Where's Billy at? There's Billy McCoy right there. I think Sam Horst just absolutely missed and ended up in the outside wall.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh. What was that quote by Landon Castle when Danica Patrick tried to wreck him a number of years ago? Rule number 1 of stock car racing is don't try to wreck someone if you're going to wreck yourself.
That is exactly right. That's what we just seen by Sam. That just gave him a major setback where he's going to go pit road even longer now. Oh my goodness. Jeez. He tried to get him. He tried to get him.
He absolutely tried right there, but unfortunate. Fortunately for Billy McCoy, he was able to escape without any damage there. Unfortunately for Sam Horst, I'm going to say that one probably ending the night of the 6th car. Can't see them being able to repair much more, but you never know.
Sam said, I didn't try to wreck him. I had wheel damage. So I don't know what the reports are, how believable they are. But that is what we have.
We need a better informant.
We're closing in on the end of stage number 2. We got 5 laps remaining. Rocky Boyd trying to pick up his first stage win of the season. We'll see if he can get it done here as he's cruising, man. He's absolutely cruising and really laying a gap on teammate Jack Mace right now. Tilton cruising in the 3rd position. I'm not counting him out.
As we ride on board there with Rocky.
Rocky being a wheelman right now. Check this out. He's getting up on the wheel from Dover. Absolutely dropping that hammer currently. And he is wheeling that baby every single lap around here. Rocky Boyd may be the guy to beat. I mean, he just has done such a good job saving his tires. I was impressed. He closed the gap at the end of stage number 2. Really just started annihilating the field in stage 2, and it's wild. I mean, he closed the window in stage 1, annihilated the field in stage 2. A little bobble there by Rocky Boyd, but he's still moving, man. He's still moving, still getting the job done, taking care of business, as we're going to be taking 2 laps remaining this time by in stage 2.
2 to go in the stage. Rocky Boyd leads by 1.7 seconds ahead of Jack Mace. Mace with about 5 seconds back to Riley Tilton. Tilton with a second over Jeremiah Taylor. Then it's a big gap. 11 seconds back to Andrew Lones. Then, of course, Billy McCoy, the last car on the lead lap, 25 seconds back of your race leader. Actually, there's your leader right there, just behind the Billy McCoy machine as the white flag is out on the stage here, DLB.
Well, Billy's trying to hang on to that lap if he can. You see it right there. Rocky is on the mission. He wants to put him a lap down. How aggressive is Rocky going to be? Put him a lap down. He's going to send it, and he's going to put him a lap down. Green and white checkered flag is waving this time for Rocky Boyd up turn number 4. Put it out. The yellow flag has dropped. Well, Jack Mace wins stage 1. Stage 2 goes to Rocky Boyd. That's what track position can do for you if you win the race off pit road. Now, can Jack Mace rebound and win the race off pit road during his opportunity?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting here to see, again, who's going to win the race off of pit road. That is what helped Rocky Boyd for stage number 2 here. Can Tilton maybe gain a couple spots? Jeremiah Taylor, Andrew Lonis, of course, all those drivers on the lead lap inside the top 5 right now. Who's going to get the advantage on pit lane as Rocky Boyd nearly loses it, catching up to the pace car? That got a little sketchy right there.
I think he's a little excited.
Just a
So
wee
we're gonna
bit.
see what happens. We got a lot unfolding in today's event, so just keep that in mind. I believe pit road is going to be opened here momentarily, and we're going to see what's going to happen here. Last time it was Rocky Boyd that won the race off from the second position. Can Jack Mace win the race off from the second position? He's all over his rear bumper, like trying to get that opportunity to just get every single inch he can. I think Rocky's all but blocking here on pit road. It's going to be a battle to get off pit road here. But let's see what's going to happen. We got 100 laps remaining in stage number 3. We are on to the final stage now. Here we go. Pits are opened. Time to get it done. I think Rocky got... Oh! Jack overshot his pit box.
Wow.
Mistake by the 07. He may come off 3rd or 4th after this one. He's going to try to get it back out there, but he's going to drop some positions. Easy win off pit road for Rocky Boyd. Jack Mace is going to maybe hold on a second, just barely over Tilton.
Now, one thing to point out here, if you look out on the racetrack, there's a car behind the pace car, and it is a new leader. The 27 of Andrew Lonis. He has decided to stay on the racetrack. I think he's going to come down this time, most likely, and get his pit stop underway. But a lap led, maybe get a bonus point there. Of course, he has not pit since the stage, so it's been a while for the 27, and he will come down pit lane. Rocky Boyd will take over the race lead once again, or will he?
We have some bad influences in my Twitch chat. They're all pulling for drama right now. They are instigating drama. They are instigating retaliation, which is not good. It's all for entertainment, but they are instigating drama in the Twitch chat.
Well, I guess they're just full of energy tonight, and they want to just fire it up a little bit, see what we can do here tonight.
We got a penalty for Rocky Boyd?
I'm not sure. He's just been sitting there.
Rocky Boyd has came to a stop. He's back rolling. We may got a penalty on the number 16 of Rocky Boyd. Let's see if he gets some positions back. If not, it's going to be hard to drive to the field here. I just don't know if he's going to be able to get back up there to Jack Mace. I mean, there's a good opportunity. Looks like he may get his positions back here, and he will pull it over. Probably got a few snacks, and he's good to go. We're not counting Clayton out. Look at that! There we go! Robert Hill has gifted a 1-tier sub over to Steel City Alexi. Been 3 subs total on the channel. Much appreciation. Much appreciation. Thank you so much. Good old Robert Hill coming in clutch here. And now, Alexi, you are welcome to join any of the DLBTV Racing League events. Just jump over into the Discord. Make sure that you have your Twitch signed in with your Discord. And we got a spin under yellow by Jack Mace. But much appreciation. What happened here? Is this a... Oh, trying to warm up the tires. May have came down on Tilton. Wrecked him up right there.
Was this choose gone wrong, or was this saving tires, warming up tires gone wrong?
It was choose gone wrong. Choose gone wrong. That's what it was.
Wow.
This is the definition of up around, find out.
That's exactly what that is. Jack Mace, last second choose, comes down into Tilton, up the track into the 27. There's another storyline, folks, because I don't think everyone's going to be too pleased about what just occurred right there.
We got some drivers in kill mode in this one. Hey, how did we bring Robert Hill on, and then everyone just sees red? So
hey, Sam Horst is back on pit road.
Oh, boy. Jeez, Sam. All right, we're coming to get the green flag. Pace car is in for Rocky Boyd, who's going to be restarting on the outside once again. Can he get the job done? I think Jack Mace may have beat him to the restart zone. He did give it back, but Jack Mace definitely throttled up a little bit early there. Wasn't the first to fire off, but he was the first to get there. We do see Rocky Boyd leading off turn number 2. Jack Mace trying to drop the hammer. I would imagine Mace's tires probably aren't the cleanest right now after going a loop-de-loop under yellow, but we're seeing Mace go to work. He doesn't want Boyd to get away. We're seeing that. Now, this is an opportunity for drivers on towards the back to really reel their way back into the picture. And Steelshare Alexi says, thanks for the gifted sub. Much appreciation. Much appreciation. Rocky Boyd is going to work here. The race is on for the lead, boys. The race is on. We're seeing it right here. The race is on. Here he goes to the bottom groove. And he's going to slam the door on him. Not going to get it done, but now side by side for the lead is heating up down the back straightaway. Here we go, going in a 3.
Yeah, great battle there for the race lead. Rocky Boyd leads the way ahead of Jack Mace. Mace takes a look to the high side, not quite able to get there. Gets back in line, single file for the top 4. It's Boyd, Mace, Tilton, and Taylor. A little bit of a gap there between Mace and Tilton, but Tilton not quite out of it yet. Still closing that gap on the rear end of Jack Mace. Both of the leaders push up. Mace into the outside wall. Tilton has a little kiss with it as well. Here comes Riley Tilton looking to the inside of Jack Mace. Not quite able to get there. They're going to be single file, second, third, and fourth all together. Jack Mace, Riley Tilton, and Jeremiah Taylor all together here. Taylor all over the rear end of that Riley Tilton machine just behind. There's a battle as well. It's Andrew Lonis and Clayton Good battling it out for position number 5 on the racetrack. Billy McCoy into the outside wall, but we're watching this 3-car gaggle for that second spot. Mace, Tilton, Taylor, second, third, and fourth as we come down the front straightaway on lap 111.
Absolutely. Here we go, boys. The race is on for a second. I think Jack Mace is just kind of beating himself right now. He's a heck of a driver, a heck of a wheelman, but I think he's just been kind of beating himself here. I think he really pushed hard at the beginning of this run to keep up with Boyd, melted the tire, and now he's in trouble as he has company coming behind him with Tilton and Taylor, who are both very similar on speed. And take a look at this. Clayton Good has snuck his way into the 5th position. He's been fighting all day to try to rebound that car. I know that he's been trying to get the damage repaired. He's been getting the wave arounds, and he's back at it once again, side by side for second. Tilton trying to take it off turn number 4. Not going to quite happen yet, but laps are winding down.
Laps are indeed winding down. Rocky Boyd continues to lead. Jack Mason second. Riley Tilton in that 3rd spot. Tilton taking another look there, trying to find a way by Jack Mason. One thing to keep in mind here, DLB, is of course Jack Mace did go around coming to the choose cone. Those tires are going to be extremely hot already. The track temperature still mightily hot here, about 120, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So that continues to climb as well. And with only one set of tires remaining on pit road after this one, Jack Mace gonna have to be really careful how he uses and abuses this set of Goodyear tires. Try to keep a set for the end, see what he can do to maybe work his way up there and battle with Rocky Boyd, because of course we have seen good pace out of the 07 tonight, but as of right now he needs to stay in survival mode, save those tires, save the position, and keep that car in one piece.
Exactly, and you know, if you're Jack Mace, you're also probably hoping for a late race yellow that can shake everything up and give him a fair shot. We all got one more set of tires on pit road. It's something important to see when you take them. I mean, if we get the yellow flag and it's time to take them, it's time to take them. I mean, we got 4 sets here. We've been going through them, so it's go time, man. We got 2 sets on the table, and you got to be smart when you take them 2 sets. And we're watching everything on the racetrack right now. Boyd is leading. He has a 0.4 of a second gap to Mace. Mace is hunting him down, but I feel like Mace is really pushing that car heavy right now. Is he pushing it too heavy and potentially going to melt up his tires? Because he's gaining quick. I feel like Mace understands the importance of track position, and he wants to get the job done, and he wants to take care of it right now. So we're going to see that storyline continue. Sam Horst is still sitting on pit road getting damage repaired. No idea if he's going to be able to get back out there or not, but we're just going to keep that in mind. He's currently not in the race car.
Yeah, I think he has substantial damage, might even still be serving a meatball flag on that 6 car, the Kohler Generators machine. Shout out to Brad Keselowski as well, who just picked up a cup win in that 6 car just a week ago. Nice to see him returning to victory lane. Jack Mace there running in second behind Rocky Boyd. And DLB, I don't know how much of North Wilkesboro you're going to be catching this weekend on TV, but it was weird today to see Kevin Harvick wearing a Hendrick Motorsports fire suit. That was just weird for me to see, but it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Best of luck to Kyle Larson as well down at the Indianapolis 500. Always want to support our fellow NASCAR competitors.
Absolutely. I'm a big BK fan, my favorite Cup driver, so that was a long 3 years of waiting. Hopefully not the last win, but we're going to be hanging in there as well. But unfortunately not at North Wilkesboro this weekend. I'm going to be at Charlotte next weekend. We got a battle heating up for the 4th position with Clayton Good and Tilton. This battle has been heating up. They're running side by side for a couple laps. They're bumper to bumper. It's going to be interesting to see how this one
big
really
hit to
shakes
the wall
out.
for Good.
Whoa! It was Clayton Good. He's trying to apply some pressure there on Tilton. Tilton is such a good driver. Clayton is keeping up with him with no issue. Trying to bring that baby home. I want to see Clayton Good pull off a win at some point. It's been a long time coming. I would love to see him get it done. Always a fan favorite when we come to the super speedways. He's getting faster, man. He has some good tracks coming up. We'll be loose off turn number 2, but he's got to hang on to her.
Yeah, Clayton Good, one of those drivers, DLB, that didn't get the best start to the night. I believe he started numerous laps down, so to be able to get back out here and show some good pace with what he currently has is pretty remarkable. If he's able to get one of those late race cautions, that 03 car could have something to say to these top few cars. I think Boyd and Mace are the class of the field right now, but it's going to be interesting to see how the tires come into play a little bit later. Jack Mace just got another piece of the outside wall there. He's going to fall to about 0.6 of a second behind Rocky Boyd. And Rocky Boyd, one of those iRacers, DLB, that really excels on the short track scene. I've seen him absolutely dominate in late models. Another follower, shout out Savage Motorsports 73. Thanks for joining us here tonight and joining the DLBTV family.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Savage, for jumping in as always. Hey, we're getting close to 1,000 followers. Hopefully we can hit it here in the coming months. I mean, we're working on it. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. So we're going to see how things continue. But up front, Boyd is galloping Jack Mace. He is pulling away. It went from 0.4 to 0.7. As Robert said, Jack hit the wall a few laps ago. Just scraped it. I think we are really seeing the tires going to fall off of Jack Mace. I think right now probably just needs to save them and expect this thing to go green because there's a good chance it's going to. Jack Mace is probably pulling for some drama, some chaos on this racetrack, some retaliation, just to throw him back into the picture, and that's probably exactly what he's looking for currently. The fight is back on as Clayton Good running in that 5th position looking for 4th.
Yeah, great battle here between Riley Tilton and Clayton Good. That is for 4th and 5th on the racing circuit. Currently Tilton holding on to that spot. A little bit of a kiss with the outside wall there for Clayton Good. That's not uncommon here at Dover. Much like Darlington, you're likely to have at least one brush with the outside wall, maybe even 2. So no big deal if you do make a couple of slaps with that outer barrier of the racetrack. But that 03 machine really coming alive here, really closing that gap on the rear end of the Riley Tilton number 58 car. Going to be all over the rear end as we're going to jump high above here. Let's go to the drone cam, and you can see Clayton just closing that gap here on Riley Tilton, looking for the opportunity maybe to go high, maybe to go low. Takes a peek low, takes a peek high, gets back single file. So we'll keep our eyes on this battle. Up front though, Jack Mace losing a lot of ground. I think he just had a heavy impact with the outside wall. wall because he is losing tenths of a second at a time here. About a second and a half now separating Rocky Boyd and Jack Mace for the top spot.
Instantly lost about a second. I'm so proud of Clayton Good. This guy used to, you know, he's always been a great talent, but he used to struggle to put these races together. And the race that we're seeing today, he's solid. He's turning all the laps. He's making sure he's there at the end. He has a ways to go. But I think if he can come out of this thing with a top 5, it's going to be a proud drive for him. Now, as far as Jack Mace, he's dropping more time. Down to 1.6 back now. He is dropping big time. It's like he has fell off of a rock. I don't know if he got into the wall or what exactly happened. As I'm going back through, doesn't look like anything happened. He just melted the tires.
Yeah, definitely a good possibility there. What might have happened, we are about 30 laps into this run. He may have gotten that warning that you sometimes get from your pit crew. I get it almost every race that I do that says, watch the right front, you're burning through the tires. And that usually indicates you've dropped below 50% on your right front tire and you're well on your way to possibly blowing that tire. And if you do, it's just going to feel like your wheel locks up and you're going right for the outside wall. So possibly what just occurred there for Jack Mace. Jeremiah Taylor's fallen back a little bit too, though. He's lost about a second and a half to Jack Mace here in the last handful of laps. So I think both of these guys might have cooked their tires a little bit more than what they might have liked trying to chase down Rocky Boyd. And that's really starting to come into play for your second and third place competitors. Good thing for them, though, is they have 5 seconds back to Riley Tilton, who has virtually no seconds back to Clayton Good in that battle for fourth.
Absolutely. So we're going to go to the Twitch chat here for a moment. Savage Motorsports says, I've been watching on YouTube. It's me, DLB, the Ken Block tribute car. How's things? Hey, things are going good, man. Always good to see you. I love when you run them Ken Block paint schemes. They're super cool. Look forward to maybe racing with you again one day. Always a fan favorite. You're always very energized, so it's always fun talking to you, Savage. But yeah, everything's been good. Been doing a lot of stuff with Drive Smarts and doing a lot of filming for them. I'll be doing that next week at Charlotte.
Do a little podcast.
Yeah, doing a little podcast here with Robert Hill. I don't want to spoil things, but we may see a DLBTV logo on the 91 car. I don't know.
I don't know.
We're going to see how things go. We're going to see how things go. I don't know if I'm even supposed to talk about that. But anyway, Jack Mace, oh, he is loose there. Is that? Oh, Sam is rolling. Sam is rolling.
He's rolling, then he's not. Then he is. He's just sitting in the middle of pit lane now. So not sure what's going on with that 6 car. We might need to get a Kohler generator out to that machine, get it fired back up. But Rocky Boyd does continue to lead the way ahead of Jack Mace by about 2.5 seconds now. Jeremiah Taylor in third. He had a slap with the outside wall not too long ago. A little bit of right side damage for him. And then that battle does continue between Tilton and Good. And it's actually getting tighter. Clayton Good had a look to the inside. Wasn't quite able to get there, but now Tilton slides up towards the outside wall. Clayton Good gonna try to close that gap as we're quickly approaching the 50 lap to go mark. Currently about 63 laps remaining on the day. Has Hurst moved yet? Yes, he's
he moved a little bit.
Kind of ventured back into a pit box. Is that his pit box or is that Billy McCoy's pit box?
I think he's in Billy McCoy's pit box. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on that 6 car.
Interesting.
And see what we got here. Savage says, for sure, brother, I still run DLBTV on my car. Can't wait to get in on the series. Absolutely, man. I did see that last week. I did see that. That was super cool when you did it. So always super fun. And Sam is now he's back in his pit box, and now he's moving again, and he's parking, and he's moving, and he's parking. So we're gonna see how this goes. He is gone. I think
he's back.
He's back. Maybe the car just won't turn.
Houdini.
Maybe it's that wrecked.
I think it is.
Beat up.
I think it is that wrecked.
Let's see how things shake out here.
Tilton to pit road. The 58 car coming down. Big lockup entering pit lane, but this should kickstart the cycle for some of these guys. Might be about 10 to 15 laps away before we see the likes of Rocky Boyd, Jack Mace, Jeremiah Taylor coming down pit lane. So it's now Boyd, Mace, Taylor, Good, and Andrew Lones, the top 5. And DLB, you mentioned Ken Block and Ken Block cars. Kind of cool to see Leah Block, Ken's daughter, racing in one of the Formula One development series this year, doing a nice job over there, slowly and steadily working her way up the Formula One ladder, which would be pretty cool as Jack Mace comes down to pit lane. I think he came in hot.
Oh, he came in hot. I don't know if he sped, but he came in hot. He had the tires locked up. He was going at the line, got it down to, I believe, about 50, 53. He may have sped.
Yeah, we'll see if Jack Mace.
On pit road.
Oof.
He's trying to short pit and play a strategy here and get the most out of that and gain ground on Rocky Boyd. Now that Jack Mace
definitely
is on pit
pit.
road, I mean,
Or he definitely sped. I mean, 100%.
Yeah. Like I broke it down. He's going 53 of 55 locked up.
He's done.
So we're gonna see. He's done. He got a penalty. He called it quits. Oh, Tilton sideways. Tilton maybe wrecking. Tilton is around.
Riley Tilton
Into
gonna
the
go
wall.
around.
One car incident. He's got to keep it straight. I believe he lost it on his own. He's now hitting pit road. Pits are open. These guys are trying to short pit.
Wow. That's his
Play the strategy
second
game here.
his second time down pit road as well. Because if you remember, he kick-started this pit cycle. So really unfortunate there. Unfortunately that we've lost Mace as well. So for Rocky Boyd.
What happened to Mace? What happened to Mace?
Well,
Mace is gone. Where's Boyd? Boyd is still cruising. He has not pitted
20-second lead as of right now. Everyone else a lap or more down. Rocky can run this tank out and then come down. Probably still have a substantial lead over everyone else because Andrew Lones still has to come down as well. So he could have a 1-lap lead by the time he actually does his pit stop.
Andrew is trying to play the strategy game, but this is going to move Clayton Good. After everything cycles around, Clayton Good may be running in the 3rd position. So this could be good for him after everything cycles out. Jack Mace says you don't have to pit. You can make it on fuel. But
then why'd you pit?
Make it on tires. Then why'd you pit, Jack? Gotta get them tires. So I think he's talking about Rocky Boyd there, saying that you don't have to pit. That they're just coming in for tires. But Rocky can make it on fuel, is the reports we're getting from Jack Mace. But can Rocky make it on tires? Is the question. I mean,
I think he can.
You think he can? I mean, do you think he can hold up with the lead for that long, or do you think these guys will just start eating them up?
Well, you know what, Jack, if you're still in the chat, do you think Rocky Boyd can make it on this set of tires, or will he have to come down? I think you pushed your tires pretty hard there in this stage, but do you think the leader can make it to the end? It's going to be interesting because the track's really hot. That's the thing. Like, if we take a look at it now, 121 degrees Fahrenheit track temp. So it hasn't gone down. It hasn't really gone up much since the start of the race, but hot track, hot tires tends to wear through them a little bit quicker.
Exactly. It is such a interesting circumstance. Maybe we can get a quick interview here with Jack Mace and see what we can do there. I'm gonna try to set that up real quick.
Yeah,
and,
see what you can do.
See if we can get Jack Mace in here. I feel like that would be cool if we can do that. So let's see if we can get Jack Mace, get a hold of him, and get him in here for a quick interview.
Yeah, Rocky Boyd does continue to lead, though. Andrew Lones in second. Lones 21.5 seconds back of the race leader, Rocky Boyd. I believe that 27 car might be thinking of coming to pit lane. Yes, he does. Here comes the second place car of Andrew Lones. So the only car yet to pit and the only car now on the lead lap is Rocky Boyd in that 16 car. We're going to try to get Jack Mace in here for an interview. We'll see if we're able to do so. And if we are, we'll get a little bit of intel out of one of what was the quickest cars on the racetrack here tonight. Unfortunately for Jack Mace, his night has come to an end. And DLB, I believe we're going to be able to get that interview.
Absolutely. If we can get Jack Mace here in the VC, we're going to get a short little interview here of Jack Mace and see how things unfold with that. But it's going to be fun, man. So, Jack, whenever you want to jump in a VC, jump on in, and we'll get a quick interview here. And you can walk us through kind of how your day has unfolded as laps are winding down. We have under 50 laps remaining here. This thing's going by quick. Welcome, Jack Mace. So, walk us through what happened there at the pit stop and walk us through the strategy with Rocky Boyd. Do you think he can make it? Do you think he's in trouble? And how you think this thing's going to shape out?
Well, originally I thought he had it in the bag, but I just asked if he wanted to do a mid-race interview, and he said, yeah. Oh, wait, I have to run a good pace because this guy's actually catching me. So he's actually a little bit nervous right now that these guys' entire are catching.
Do you think he's going to try to stretch it?
Oh, you can easily stretch it. I was 5 laps good just sitting P2 like that, because you could go about 100 on fuel, and this stage was 95 after the caution, so he can definitely make it on fuel. It's just if tires are going to be faster or not.
Do you think at this point he's committed, or you think he'll hit pit road?
I mean, he's committed at this point. If you pit at this point, he's a lap down to everyone who's already pitted, and then it's like he's losing the race if he pits now. He has to stay out and either hope for a yellow or just hope he can outlast them, I guess.
I mean, he has the whole field, a lap down currently. Yeah. So it is going to be interesting. I mean, I think he can probably stretch it. I mean, if them tires melt and he's falling 3 seconds a lap, they could eat him up. Clayton good into the inside wall. He's going to hold it. Hold on to her, Clayton. Hold on to her, Clayton, from the 3rd position. Oh, boy, it's trouble here from Dover with 40 laps remaining, and he is off of the racetrack, unfortunately. It's nuts. But while we got Jack Mason here, walk us through the pit stop. I mean, you brought it in hot. I mean, obviously you wanted a short pit there. You set off a pit cycle. If you didn't speed, do you think that would have played out for you?
Well, if I didn't speed, I think I beat Rocky, honestly. I think I was the only one really within proximity of it. Everyone else was obviously a little bit too far back on time, like 7 or 8 seconds further back. I just had to try something different to him because clean air is worth 3/10 a lap at this stage. So I was just sat behind him losing 3/10 a lap because it just destroys the tires that much. That's why I was desperately trying to get around him earlier. Just ended pit road, I think, at like 45. I don't know if it's 35, so I was slightly too hot and got a 40-second hold. But I think I could have beat him with the 2-stop. It would have been close if not, but I think it would have given me just the advantage I needed to get by him in the closing stages.
Absolutely. I'm going to pass you over to Robert Hill and see what we got here.
Yeah, Jack, obviously, race didn't go the way you were hoping for, but looking ahead on the schedule, we're going to head to Charlotte for the next round of this one. Do you think that's a race where you can redeem yourself, maybe get up there and contend for the victory once again?
Potentially, but that's also, I think, Rocky's strongest racetrack. So this is my worst racetrack by a mile, but he's also very good at Charlotte. So I think if anyone to watch at Charlotte, it would probably be Rocky again, because he is insane around there, especially in the next year.
And do you think if this one does go long, you do believe Rocky Boyd is easily going to be the driver to get this victory tonight?
I do, with the 03 just crashing now, yeah. The only car left on track at this point is the 27, because the 25 hasn't pitted either, so with the 27 still being 2 down, I think Rocky wins this race by a lap, if not 2, over the field, in all honesty. He can definitely make it on tires and fuel.
Well, Jack, before we let you go, any sponsors you want to thank, shout-outs you want to give for putting that number 07 machine on the racetrack?
Yeah, Cross Sim Shots sponsor both me and Rocky. Top-notch screenshots and iRacing. They do stuff for the Coca-Cola Series drivers as well. So definitely join the Discord and order some cheap but high-quality screenshots.
That's Jack Mace, driver of the 07 car. Unfortunately, luck not on his side tonight, but we'll see if he can get it done at Charlotte in 2 weeks' time.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jack Mace. So as we continue, it looks like McCoy may have slapped the wall here at one point. He's on pit road. His day appears to be done. So that storyline is probably going to carry over into the future with him and Sam Horst. So right now, I think everyone's just waiting it out for a yellow. Just kind of hoping that we get it and seeing what we get. If not Rocky Boyd, it may be an easy win for him. So Clayton has reported track is so loose, it's hard to keep it straight. Kemps was way too high. Had such a good chance and pushed it too much. So definitely sad to see Clayton get tuned out of this thing early, especially when he's running in the 3rd position. Such a good run for Clayton, man. I was just bragging on you. Proud of you. You came a long way in the past year on iRacing, and I still feel like that win's going to happen at any point. But definitely proud of that run you've put together, buddy. And we'll see you in the next one. Maybe we'll see you for Charlotte. And always much appreciation for all the support here on the channel. And always fun racing with you, buddy. So up front, we got Rocky Boyd. Holding on to this baby. He ain't bringing it a pit road yet. Taylor's running 2nd, 1 lap down. Has not pitted. Andrew still has not pitted. So I think this is looking very, 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 very good for Boyd. Unless he blows a tire, which is always a possibility.
Now, one thing that you said there, DLB, was that Taylor and Lotus did not pit, and that is actually incorrect. So Taylor pit on lap 143 and Lotus pit on 151. So both of these drivers have made a stop within the last 25 or so laps. Rocky Boyd last pit at the end of stage number 2. So his last pit stop came on lap 102. So been quite a while for Rocky Boyd. I definitely would not be able to go 100 laps on tires.
There is, it's, you know, Jeremiah Taylor's running 2nd, just ran a 24.7. Compare that to Rocky's 25.3. Andrew is running 24.4s right now, nearly a 2nd faster a lap. So there's a chance that Andrew or Jeremiah Taylor could realistically win this thing. When you take a look at lap times, if they're getting a 2nd a lap for the next 30 laps, it takes around 25 seconds to get around here. They could do it.
Now, the one issue with that being that they would have to unlap themselves first from Rocky Boyd. Of course, Jeremiah Taylor 1 lap down. He's about a half a lap down physically on the racetrack, so he would have to gain about a lap and a half in order to actually get himself back up there and by the Rocky Boyd machine. You can see right there, he's just now coming on to the back straightaway, whereas Rocky Boyd's working his way onto the front straight. So it would be really tough for Jeremiah Taylor to be able to get up there and work his way back onto the lead lap. And with the field facing adversity here tonight, of course, Boyd, Taylor, and Lonis, the only 3 cars still currently on the racetrack, Sam Caldwell and Sam Horst, are both still in the server, so they could still come out here and potentially run some more laps, maybe see if they can gain a few positions. I think it'd be tough for them at this point, but any position gained is good when it comes to the points, because you know every spot does count, as Rocky Boyd does continue to lead over Jeremiah Taylor and Andrew Lonis. And the chances of a caution definitely have slimmed down quite a bit with the field shrinking. But again, you know, you mentioned there's still an outside shot for Jeremiah Taylor to maybe get up there and have a shot at the win if he's able to put the full difference in tires into play here and gain that time on Rocky Boyd. And that could be something that leads to maybe overworking the race car, putting it into the wall, spinning in a corner. Then you get your caution, get some laps back, get some new tires, and all of a sudden, this is an entirely different story out here on the racetrack. And actually, Sam Horst has just come back onto the track, so there you go.
Yeah, I mean, that could bring us the yellow flag. You never know. I mean, this car is pretty junked. So,
Man, he is crab walking right there.
We would need a multi-car incident, obviously, and I believe McCoy has called it quits here after he slapped the wall. But I am very interested with the lap times going on onto this racetrack, and just pretty much everything. But we do see Sam just cruising right now, and trying to see what's going on with Sam on this racetrack. And he's cruising, man. There's not much for him to really gain at this point. He is multiple laps down. But he's still out there trying to fight, man. Still trying to fight with 25 laps remaining. He's still trying to fight here. So we're going to see what we got. And just watching the leaders, man, it is crazy. So Jeremiah Taylor just ran a 25-1. We're going to compare that to Andrew's 24-9 and then Rocky's 25-2. So there's roughly 3 or 4 tenths of a second that these guys are gaining a lap. And I'm waiting to see if Rocky's pace could continue to fall, because that's very, very possible if it does. And if it does drop off a whole nother second here, you know, there's a chance. There's a chance. There's a chance. It's a slim chance, but there's a chance. And at this point, if you're Taylor, that's exactly what you're wanting. You're wanting a chance, a opportunity. I'll put it back in there. A opportunity to go snag this win. A opportunity to go win this baby. So 22 remaining. Rocky has full control of the lead right now. And just watching how everything's unfolding. It's getting wild and it's getting fun around here.
Absolutely. And, you know, as we've updated the tower here, you're going to be able to watch the last lap time for each of these drivers. It'll update as they go by the start finish line. So Rocky Boy just ran a 25.18. Jeremiah Taylor now coming across the line. That's going to update for him a 25.2, and Andrew Lones a 24.99. So Lones, the quickest car on the racetrack, just unfortunately for him, he is 2 laps down. And for Taylor, he's running very close to the same lap times as Rocky Boyd, so it's not really working in his favor at this point. 20 laps to go. Boyd continues to lead. Horst, by the way, has worked his way back to the pit lane, so we're down to Boyd, Taylor, and Lones still out here on the racetrack. That's your top 3, and that is the drivers that still have a shot in some capacity to get up here and battle for the race win.
Dover definitely knocked out a lot of them here today, man. That's what the Monster Mile does. It knocks a lot of them out. Well, with 19 laps remaining, Rocky's just trying to hold on, man. Rocky's trying to hold on for dear life. And he's a cruise, man. I think it's going to be an easy win for him if he can just seal the deal here. And it'll be his first win of the season. And guess what? That'll clinch him into the playoffs. I mean, regardless, we're going to get a first-time winner of the season for today. So just keep that in mind. But Rocky Boyd, if he can clinch this playoff spot, his teammate did it last week at Talladega. Seems like he's probably going to do it this week at Dover. So going into Charlotte, just the championship standings are going to heat up. This is going to take a big hit to a lot of them in the points, because a few of them didn't make it here tonight, like Mike and Christian Elliott and Bailey Mills. Cameron didn't make it. So I mean, we're going to see a big jump here with Dylan Banks, a big jump here with, Jeremiah Taylor is going to easily jump inside the top 10. Riley Tilton's going to easily jump inside the top 10. Andrew, he's going to make up a lot of his losses over the past few weeks. And then Rocky Boyd looks like he's going to clinch a spot in the playoffs. So right now, DJ Saskima is getting knocked out of that 16th position. And then we're also going to see Storm get knocked out of the 15th position, because we're going to have 2 cars outside of that top 16 that's going to knock them 2 out.
Yeah, and that's definitely unfortunate for those guys, but obviously still a lot of racing to go in the season. Like we mentioned, Charlotte coming up in 2 weeks' time on May the 31st. So another opportunity for one of them to come in, snag a victory, and all of a sudden you take away all the stress of trying to make the playoffs, which is such a stressful game, and it goes on all season long, from the drop of the green flag at the season opener right to the time that those playoffs starts. You have the stress of, will I make it? Will I make the playoffs? As we come to 14 to go, Rocky Boyd well on his way to clinching one of those playoff spots, but once the playoff starts, the stress kind of shifts a little bit, and then it goes into, will I make the next round? Will I be able to put myself in position to be there at the end of the playoffs? There's never a stress-free race for most of these guys until they've clinched the playoff spot and until they've clinched a spot in the finale.
Absolutely. So, I go over to my YouTube chat here. We got, let's see, B-Rad says, my man DLBTV returns. Hell yeah, I appreciate you, B-Rad. Absolutely. Race Control told Sam to cut it out when he was doing his is drama work. So we do got that report here over on the YouTube chat. So YouTube chat be looking pretty active. Good to see all you guys tuned in over there as well. Got to show you guys some love too, not just Twitch here. So it's good to see you guys tuned in over there on YouTube. But so far, man, heck of a night. Charlotte's going to be amazing. This league is getting built up to be something great. So I really look forward to Charlotte. I know Dover is a track that it's just tough, man. It's a tough track. But I think when we go with Charlotte, we're going to get a crazy show. I mean, that's going to be a fairly long race, so keep that in mind. And longest race of the season coming up, the Coca-Cola 600. Oh, bobble there from Boyd. And watching his lap time, they're not really falling down anymore. He's definitely not the fastest car on the track, but they're not falling as much as they once was.
Yeah, definitely not falling too much there for Rocky Boyd, a 25.13 last time by. He is the quickest car on the track right now amongst that top three. So for him, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. And I think he's almost at the point as well, as long as, obviously, knock on wood, nothing catastrophic happens in this last 9 laps. I think he's in a spot where he can just kind of cruise around. If he loses a bit of time, that is okay. There's just 9 laps remaining for Rocky Boyd, and he is well on his way to clinching himself a playoff position here tonight. Obviously, like you said, his teammate picked up a spot last week at Talladega, and now we're going to set ourselves up to head to Charlotte in 2 weeks' time, which is another beast of its own. It's not quite as crazy as the Monster Mile here at Dover, but that Turn 4 wall is one that does love to chew up cars and spit them right out there. So those drivers going to have to be careful, going to have to be prepared, but it's going to be one heck of an event here. Rocky Boyd coming around to 7 to go this time, and that 16 machine looking good.
Rocky Boyd cruising, my boy, Rocky Boyd. Definitely making it happen here tonight in the DLBTV Racing League. And man, he deserves it. I mean, he had a solid week, at Talladega, and then this one, he showed speed immediately in stage 1. He was closing at the end of it. I mean, I hate it for Jack Mace. And then stage number 2, he just hammered down, got the track position, and just ran with it. Led every lap after that. And it looks like that's going to seal him the deal here, as they're going to be taking 5 laps remaining next time by. So we're going to see what we can get with this one. But man, oh man, it looks like he's losing. Oh, he's into the wall! Rocky Boyd has slapped the wall. Did he damage the tire is now the question.
Oh no.
5 remain. He's slowing.
Man, he's struggling. He's wiggling that car, trying to find the comfortable position once again. This plays into the psyche of the driver here at DLB. Hopefully, for his sake, he has not bursted any of the tires on the racetrack, not pushed them to their limits. He still has a 1-lap lead over Jeremiah Taylor, but he's got to be careful he doesn't do that again, because if you wreck the race car, that 1 lap going to go right out the window. He is absolutely struggling right now. Those tires on their last legs. 4 laps to go for Rocky Boyd, and for Rocky, those 4 laps cannot come quick enough.
If he blows a tire, it's going to be game over. He has dropped half a second a lap. I think his tire is going down. He probably has 0% on that tire. He's 100 laps in on this run on this set of tires. With 3 laps remaining at the line, will the tire wear make it? His hands are still full coming off turn number 4 at the line. His lap times are picking up a little bit. But man, I'm just worried about the tire wear at this point. That tire could blow and he could wreck this race car at any moment, and we could be in for a heck of a show here. It's going to be 2 laps remaining. It's going to be nuts, man. Here we go. 2 to go. Will the tires hold on is now the question. I don't know. Oh, a little bit sideways off turn number 4. 2 to go. Jeez. I mean, if it blows, it's going to be messy, man. It's going to be messy, and I feel like that tire wear has to be on his final leg. You see the pace still continuing to drop here. He's cruising. I mean, he's trying to make the tires last 100 laps. The white flag is going to be waving for Rocky Boyd.
One lap to go. The number 16 Ryan Kuhn Motorsports Boyd Automotive Chevrolet of Rocky Boyd, well on his way to victory here tonight as he works his way off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway for the final time. Looks like he's going to set himself up to lock into the playoffs here. DLB coming off a 4. Bring it home, buddy.
Here we go. Rocky Boyd is going to pick up his first ever DLBTV Racing League win as he's burning it down already.
He didn't even cross the line and he was burning it down.
He's excited. Them tires are smoked. I mean, he's going to blow them out soon here. We're going to try to get an interview here with Rocky Boyd momentarily. So let's get it done. How about that? What a show. What a show. This race had a little bit of everything to it. So we're going to get Rocky Boyd over here and try to get him in the chat, the record post race.
It is night over for Rocky Boyd. Andrew Lones comes in and tells him it's game over.
Do we have more beef on the racetrack is now the question. Rocky Boyd, welcome. Walk us through the decision to stay out and stretch it all the way to the end.
Yeah, me and Jack were comparing lap times, and I had kind of plateaued at running like 25 O's, and we knew fall off was like 2 seconds. So I just did some quick math, and I knew just based off the other guys falling off, and if I stayed plateauing, they weren't going to be able to catch me. So as soon as I found out I could make it on fuel, we just decided to stretch it and go for the win.
Absolutely. I mean, congratulations. I know last week or last time at Talladega, I feel like that one really got away from you. And this one, as soon as you took the lead, you didn't look back. And Jack Mace, put up a really good fight. Unfortunately, got a penalty there and called it quits. But you are now in the playoffs. Is this potentially a beginning of a championship run for you and your teammate, Jack Mace?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go rack up as many playoff points as we can and see if we can make it to Phoenix and race it out for a title.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna toss you over to Robert Hill.
Yeah, Rocky, obviously we saw you work it there to the end, about 100 laps on those tires. How much tire do you think you had left at the end of that one?
Instead of telling you what I think, I can tell you. Hold up, give me a second. I'll get out of the car. I had 26:33.
Nice.
We thought you might have been down to 0 with that impact you made with the wall coming down to the end of that. Was that just you ready for the race to be over? Maybe just a little slip up there, or was the car not complying with you as much as it was earlier?
I just grabbed a little bit too much throttle attitude, and it got away from me. But it didn't kill it too bad, especially for how little time was left. So I just kind of limped it home from there.
And looking ahead to Charlotte in 2 weeks' time, what's your outlook for that one? Jack said that you're going to be the guy to beat there.
Hopefully, it is. It's one of my better tracks, and we've got Road to Pro there too. So I'm just gonna hope, or theoretically, I should have a lot of laps going into that race, and I should be familiar with the track by the time we get there.
Well, Rocky, before we let you go tonight, any sponsors you want to thank, shout-outs you want to give for putting that number 16 machine on the racetrack?
Yeah, I want to thank Boyd's Automotive, Ryan Kuhn Motorsports, all the guys at JRS Racing, and Crow Sim Shots. They take some really good screenshots. And I want to thank Dustin for putting it on. And yeah, I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. I had fun.
Well, that is your race winner, Rocky Boyd. He's locked himself into the playoffs here tonight, DLB.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It's been a heck of a night, heck of a stream. I want to read off all the donations we had here tonight. First up, I'd like to thank Clayton Good for gifting a 1-tier subscription to Rocky Boyd. And that got him in the show here tonight. And then we had Clayton Good also resubscribe for a tier 3 subscription for 16 months in a row. He said, race day, baby. Clayton was obviously having a great night up until that happened. And then we had good old Bobby Mountain here. I think we all know who that guy is.
It's me.
And he came. Yeah, exactly. That is Robert Hill himself. He came in here, gifted a sub to the Formula, gave him like 1 month subscription. So much appreciation for that, Robert Hill. And then next up, Clayton gifted a sub to Jack Mace. So thank you so much once again, Clayton. We got a couple follows in there. CHTV came in here, resubscribed with a 1 month subscription for 24 months. So thank you so much, Chris Hood, for that one. And then we had Robert Hill gift yet again another subscription. So much appreciation for that as well. Heck of a night. Thank you everyone who tuned in for this one. And we'll be back on May 31st with the Coca-Cola 600. I hope everyone has a great night, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Oh, this is going to be painful for the pocket.
Kyle, we have DriveSmartWarranty.com. Help is one tap away.
It's like a pit crew.
Like a pit crew in your pocket.
DriveSmartWarranty.com pays your costly repairs directly to the shop or dealership of your choice nationwide. File a claim or use roadside assistance on the Go DriveSmart app. All plans come with complimentary maintenance and affordable payments.
Call this number now and mention Kyle Weatherman for my exclusive discount.